side fears. So they've only got one more chance after this. The winner of this
just played server and rain game,
likely
blading
should
DMA, by
escape,
the
at
way.
least
Nah, bro.
fits
He wouldn't play
on
with
the
Tweakers,
group,
bro.
you would imagine, barring other
Who is Silo?
circumstances that can change based on other results. But yeah,
Mike, I know
this
Bino, I know
is gonna be
Volsper,
very
Mike.
difficult to get out of that bottom spot. You will pretty much have to win your next game. For 100 Thieves, that might be difficult against the likes of M80. 100 Thieves will begin on the defense first up on border as we go into the ban phase. It is Zami and Glaz that kick things off.
I must say the sound package here for NAL, I don't know, it's competing against APEC. It's been very chill to listen to. Yeah, you can jump into this matchup. The bans do play out as aforementioning. No shields taken off the board for this first half. That of course to be a big talking point heading into the second half, where Spirits will likely want to lead the charge on shields for 100 Thieves attacks.
Tertiary again for the first site selection. What's NAL locked tertiary sites off the bat rather than the primary.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. We do see it every now and then in APL where teams will flip up the order in which the sites are chosen. There's nothing wrong with starting on the tertiary. If you can pinch one early in the opening round and then fall back to the primary sites, there's a good chance you could start.
100 Thieves should win this game. Should, but you never know. You never know.
1 of 30. And to be fair, the ways you can look at it is based on preparation. 100 Thieves are prepared and ready to go straight.
Favorite clip of all time?
Workshop to begin,
I don't know, bro. There's a lot of good clips out there.
Typically where you would go for border. I want a 30 warmed up and ready to go straight into the tertiary site rather than kind of getting the freebie pass, one of the more difficult sites to attack into, you know, getting to warm up. So I don't mind it from the mental side of things as well. But again, putting emphasis on this game for those watching as we
can't even fucking see.
What
happened? What happened?
Certainly for these two teams who have not had their buy
Oh, yeah.
yet. Yeah, it's a must-win game for both of them.
Yeah. The path forward is very tricky from here. Need to scrap.
Evenly match? I don't know. I feel like just 100 Thieves has more experience.
Make it into that bracket run where either of these teams could potentially have impact, and who knows, maybe could then go on to make the Salt Lake City Major. 4 spots on offer, of course, here in North America. A lot of drone work early here from 1 of 30, looking to garner information and scout out this top floor hold from 100 Thieves. All 5 defenders on second floor currently, looking to lean heavily into the traps on offer. And nailing the Solace as well. Gomez in this round will play a key role gaining information and potentially being a threat for Plantanal if he goes undisrupted.
And even though it's Vent Workshop, predominantly 100 Thieves playing.
All you have to do here is hold this pixel, yeah, with a DMR, and that's just a free kill.
A lot of pressure.
That's what I do when I know someone's walking up the hall. I just hold a pixel to DMR on the window. It's a free kill. Look, he would have got it too. He crouch walked up to it.
Direct hit.
He would have got the kill.
So Volsper, of course, is on the Solid Snake, can help get a little bit of information. But
It's a free kill if you just sit there with a DMR.
Radar, because you kind of have an idea as to where 100 Thieves are playing on border anyway.
Oh my God, Mike W.
This Adam's kill. This Adam's kill.
They don't know he's in, Lou.
Adam's in
Just step through that barbed wire. Is going to be aware of this.
Shot.
In the corner,
Shot.
Headshot has been acquired for Mike.
Adam's in archive.
Player kill start for 1 of 30. A Spirit's falling elsewhere. And Gomez gets involved.
Oh my God.
He's lost another teammate in Adam, and that is a 2-kill start for Mike W.
The thing is, bro, you don't have an ego, Lou.
Floor clear, and they got 50 seconds as well.
What?
To turn their attention.
Everybody on that team besides Silo, I've shitted on in a game before.
And the Solace above does continue to offer threat if 1 of 30 look to now.
Packer and Voltsper in a same rain game with a 5-stack. I dropped 18 or like 15. Chat, what was it on Skyscraper?
Packer, sharp shot, and you're going to 1 versus 4. Well, it's falling apart at the seams for 100 Thieves. 1 of 30 though, off to a very strong start.
Yodo, it's bro, Yodo. That Snake. Let's just say Snake is the most broken operator. You don't have to drone shit. You can see where they're looking. It tells you like what cameras are looking at you. It's just broken.
Yo,
Lou.
What
do you think about this, Lou? You ready? I think that I need to listen. Okay, for our stack, you listen?
Tech pause after the first round has played out.
I think I'm gonna be our designated Monty player.
On that top floor, and that's the best sign for 1 of 30.
And I feel like you should be our shot caller.
Is
but I don't think we should have a
likely you're gonna go yeah,
I think,
Armory
bro.
next,
I think we
and
should have a shield player. I think I
it's
should have
Bro,
a
gonna
shield
not
be
player.
every
rather
team,
similar.
bro.
So if 1 of 30 can kind of have the
But
same.
But I like the
position,
okay, no.
the
But
same
for our
shots,
team, Mingo
same
likes crouch.
space,
Mingo likes coming
especially
behind like the
towards
shield every
towards
round. That's perfect,
security
bro.
and clear out
If
the
Mingo
stairs
would
and
tie
offense
last
control,
live every
that's
round,
gonna go a
and there's a
long
shield
way
player,
being
bro, we'll
able
be
to hit
fine,
that
bro.
particular side objective as well.
But we already have
It's
two
a really
people
good
baiting.
start
I
for
don't
1 of
think we
30.
need to
100 Thieves will be disappointed.
Tech
I know
pause.
to be tied, and Mingo last live every
Tech
round.
pause. 1 round in. Yo, what is going on, bro?
Numbers anyway.
They said that
You
it's
know,
Mike. Remember,
it's
Mike
essentially
shit
a
his ass.
2v4.
Bro,
The
it's
solo
dead
star
ass.
just run around freely, try and find that
His
good
PC's that shit.
pressure with the scanner. A good start. And
I think I'm
again,
gonna sit on the shield. I'm not gonna
nerves
lie,
would
bro.
probably be there for both teams, but certainly 100 Thieves. A new
That
organization,
means you're just
of
not
course, large
confident.
remnants of.
No, I like playing the shield. I mean,
but
it's too many like
some Panzer,
heroes on our team.
Dark Zero days.
It's
Too many
not.
people like making hero
High-quality
plays.
Players joining a high quality
Mingo's working around the
organization.
map.
They don't
Ty's
want
gonna be on
kickoff
hard
to
support.
end with being grouped. And then
Whatever.
potentially be.
But Lou, having a
think
shield
that's how
player
I
is.
feel.
Wait, Lou, are you saying not to have a shield player?
I think I'm not gonna lie. I think I should be.
that would
I think I should be IGL on the shield. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Storyline, a team
Being
that
clear.
You don't need to IGL, but you could just call out shield.
back in and
Bro, I don't think
make the
Cassie
top 4 and make it to the major if they're
My
able
comms,
to
I have better
make
comms
the
than you
first
and
step
Jay. Oh my
and
god.
propel
You've
themselves
seen
into
it.
the bracket that
Okay.
would be
Lou, but
just
Lou,
not
but
like
you
dogs.
you know that we need a shield player, right? You know that.
Bro, we don't need it.
Yes, you do, bro. Every good team attacks certain shit with shields. Not every site, but most sites, most teams have a shield player.
the border here and
I'm low key down to run a shoot every round. I'm not
Like when
gonna lie, bro.
we're attacking Fortress, you kind of need a Monty or a Blitz. Like it helps.
hey, it's still 9:20 local time for us. Still getting the hang of stringing together a sentence this early in the morning.
Oh, you say the bracket is brutal. And
How much you put in Teeth? 10K, bro. Aaron, 10K. They're porcelain veneers. I got him in Miami.
You know, 2 best of 3s and you're out. But
I promise you, bro. If we have Mingo
Even though
banging on the
these are
drone,
group
and I want a
stage
shield.
for NAL,
Mingo's walking behind my shield. I promise you, we
best
probably
of
won't lose.
ones.
That's literally what we did on Nighthaven. It's
Finish
easy.
4th in your group. You're starting in the lower bracket anyway. So, in theory, yes, it's still very brutal.
And then Ty just getting the wall up in the ground. I promise you, it'll be fine, bro.
Good start for 1 of 30 as we end this tech pause and get back underway into the second round. It will be Armory and Archives. No surprise, selected by 100 Thieves. Primary site on border.
Chad, anybody remember how many kills I dropped on Packer and Volsper in that skyscraper game with Kazi? You were there, right? There, right?
They've dropped the warden for the Kai.
What? We played Packer like 9 times.
We played Packer and Volsper on skyscraper and we won 4-5. I think Ty was there too, or was it easy? It was like easy.
Well, they built the 2
I was like,
I remember we played Packer on.
that may
Played
be
Packer on border.
potentially
I had like
expectation
15
of
kills.
Seamless. That could be good counter toolage outside of obviously hard breach denial as well. So I'm intrigued to see how Yoga looks to implement that utility in the round.
Wait, that might be
Stack
perfect.
up
Am I
East
tweaking?
is, though, early here from 1 of 30.
look at Mike W. What is he wearing?
As they open
Oh, hell nah.
passport wall to try and expose this stairs position. It's Spirits to hold
Bro,
down the lane
Adam,
currently on the
please,
smoke.
bro.
He's looking to hold this gas babe util for as long as possible to extract maximum value. Of course, with that util, he can no longer push down the stairs, and escaping will
Nice.
be a challenge. Adam elsewhere, though, will provide support.
Nice, Adam.
Clean work from that office position to deny down below, and Gomez with an SMG of his own will find a pick as well. 100 Thieves doing a better job in denying a map entry in round number 2.
Yeah, I just think it's that point of the round. I mean, a minute and
What
a
is
half kind of
Volsper
went by
doing?
really quick. Not much happened.
Is
1 of
Volsper-
30 struggled to really make contact to take some of these fights. 100 Thieves
I
got
think I
to the
just
point
found the
in
key,
round where
Mingo.
they're
I'm
like,
not even trouble.
we can kind of push
Yeah.
back and get aggressive ourselves.
I think I have one in shield.
Down below. Volsper
Doesn't matter who does it. We've never had a shield player though.
100 Thieves are going to make
No, I'm
pretty
gonna
quick
play
work
the
of this
shield.
primary site, never even really being tested on the site itself. That's disappointing for 1 of 30 because they did a good job of actually clearing a very
think Adam's
similar
holding
hold
the
in
stairs.
the previous round.
You should be.
Stringing that back to back, proving to be difficult. And Spirits has already used all of his.
About to get a
gas
shotgun
shots,
to his face.
aggressively with the shotgun, looking to swing.
And he got
over
fried.
towards top east stairs. He hasn't quite been fully successful until just at the very end. Drop shot will work, gets both of them.
Nah, Vernon, I'm about to watch Raid's game after this, Vernon. I want to see if Raid does good today.
Well, that's 2 rather one-sided rounds so far, 1 apiece. But that can sometimes be the nature, and honestly, it's probably typically the nature of border. Snowball-style rounds are fairly common if you're able to find the entry pick, especially prior to map entry. If you're on the side of defense, it's then incredibly challenging to fight in towards the map from the exterior because of the nature of Border's structure. And on the flip side of attack, if you get into the building, find the opening kill, you can snowball. We saw that back in round number 1. So I don't think we're seeing too many massive surprises in the opening couple of rounds here, really from either team, outside of, I guess, the quote-unquote tertiary being selected, but even that wasn't too far-fetched. But that's exciting, right? Because it's setting us up for hopefully this to culminate into a really close contest. That's how it looks on paper. You then combine that with the stakes when you consider the position in which these two teams find themselves in. Essentially a must-win position to stay alive here for kickoff. It just feels like it's building into a big game.
Now, what kind of steak though? Is it well done or is it medium rare?
5 seconds to insertion.
Depends if you win or lose. If you lose, it's going to be very well done and overcooked.
Oh, Alex will like that then. Yeah, I mean, you kind of said it best in the sense that it's 1-1 in both rounds, won convincingly either way. 4 alive in both of the rounds for the respective teams. Opening kill as well. Went away
Yeah, I know,
in
Tom.
the opening round, Adam in the second round. So it's just gone 2 rounds in and both have kind of landed a blow each. So we head over to custom supply now in the 3rd round. Back onto the Solid Snake for Volspot. Which I think, especially on this particular site, custom supply, there's a little bit more movement around the map for the defense. So having that radar to be able to help facilitate entry will be very...
Let Packer run fucking... Or, that's not Packer.
A lot of drone work early here from 1 of 30. We saw Mike W as well getting some nice value from the clutch drone early and disrupting some of the U2 laid out here by the defensive 100 Thieves.
Packer.
And it's first pick to the attack. Can they now snowball this advantage?
They're gonna press this kid. They're gonna jump out archive.
U2 likely already dispersed.
Nah, he jumped down.
Does snatch that potential nitro away if it wasn't used prior. And of course, it's one player down, 1 less gun inside of the server for the defense.
I like this Adam Blow.
That's the drone work that you mentioned that found that pick on the Gomez. So they got rewarded for that drone work. Adam does finally kill the Nitro Stall onto Silent.
Still alive, 100 HP. 4v3,
able to get rid of Pamperzoo, giving still the advantage to 1 of 30.
My Spirit's probably gonna get
closer
his kill
towards the last minute of the round. We've got Yoga towards Armory still, but he will drop straight into the arms of Packer, waiting patiently for that drop.
Come on, Adam. At least get like anime no closer to here. Adam, play off of him, bro. What is he doing? Oh my god. That's a good play by
Packer. On the
Packer.
clock. Packer's under a little bit of pressure here. The Nitro Cell will take him down to 1 HP.
What is Spirits doing? Yo.
Spirits. Well, he's isolated. He's caught. And he's down and out.
What is
Adam
with
dead,
another
bro?
clean attack.
I mean, really,
You better think on this game. No, I don't sports bet, bro.
They didn't
I'm just watching because I want to watch Raid. Raid plays after this.
Early took their time, rewarded them with that opening kill on to Gomez, and then from there just started to kind of sweep around the map. A solid round from 1 of 30. 100 Thieves actually just as the round opened up and we started to see 1 of 30 infiltrate into the building. 100 Thieves just looked a little bit staggered around the map defensively, and Border can tend to do that. And certainly on these first floor sites where you want to try and have control, 2nd floor and 1st floor, you do end up kind of spread defensively. Solid Snake gets banned out, so does the Tuber out. We actually discussed this on APL the other day, where we've kind of looked at the region by region breakdown as to how Solid Snake is being utilized, and it's kind of a region by region preference at the moment in terms of some regions are banning it and certainly playing it. I think they're all playing it, but some regions are banning it way more than others.
Yeah, absolutely been the case. And we'll see what kind of freedom that may now be able to afford this defense, and maybe just enable a little bit more lurk potential for 100 Thieves, not necessarily having to deal with the threat of being pinged out. And it's not just
what's his over?
in the early round. We saw it in the last game. We've seen
he needs 10
already on Border.
His over was 9.5.
Transition and finding really specific information, especially from on-site positions late as well. If you have the strong communication skills to read,
I feel like BL1's overs are stupid.
It makes it so damn tough.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Because if it's a 7-0, GG's, but like if it's a 7-0 then like a 7-8 next map, you can still get over.
Now as we head into round 4.
Yeah, that is right.
teams.
I never knew you could see that window from there.
Maintain this seesaw between the two
But, like,
teams.
you kind of
Yeah, and same lineup again on this side for 100 Thieves. It's just the Thorn instead of the Goyo. So trying to keep their lineups as similar as possible, and then maybe just switching out a little bit on the fly based on the info that they're getting.
I don't even think Tigers was that bad,
rounds.
honestly.
So electing to not bring the Vulcan canisters of the Goya. Instead, they want the Razor Bloom shells of the Thorn. There's the drone work right now from 130. That's really impressed me in this first half. They're getting themselves information, and on border, that's so vital, so important. Especially just entering the building can be so difficult at the best of times. The way the defense will typically play, you know, at these window and doorway positions, trying to take fights against those outside on the balcony. Early logic bomb from Silo, so 1 of 30 want to try and get as much space as they possibly can obtain. And this is actually something Mike's done very well. He's 4-1.
Oh, Mike.
He's going
Adam, bro, what are you doing?
into office
Adam's gotta get
position
caught.
entry, and it's been very successful outside of
He's
one
getting
round, which was the
branded,
second
dude.
round. It's his second opening kill of the half so far for Mike.
And that now ramps up the pressure quite quickly onto the rest of this defense of 100 Thieves, who will spring into action, try to find some space back, but Yoga now death marked. So he too under the pump and can't push forward now to refill that space that's being created. And Mike W continues his rampage. Yoga needs to win this fight. He does. But unfortunately for him,
Adam
drops elsewhere. 3 versus 2 in favor.
Mike with a
Mike
triple.
W's rampage continues.
Yeah, it's the classic border where it's just fight after fight. Yoga, nice shot in the back on a Silo. Plank on down from Bino towards server. Nothing Yoga can do about that. He enters the 1v2 post-plant. Had the yellow ping intel on Mike W's position, but he's now dropped bathroom. He'll play with Bino.
Mike W.
Yoga's got 30 seconds to try and salvage this round for 100 Thieves, otherwise staring down the barrel of a 3-1 deficit. Yoga's
oh my god.
play quick. You see the
what is he doing?
Did last second. He's played this
oh my god. See, if he reloaded after shooting the door down, he would have killed him.
From Mikey Boy, solid. As 1 of 30 take a 3-1 lead, he's at the head of that. His entries have been really good for 1 of 30.
Yeah, there's no doubt at the moment that DMRs are very strong in Siege, but you need to leverage that correctly. Positioning is critical, and drone work as well to facilitate finding that point of least resistance. And Mike W was able to exploit that really nicely. 100 Thieves call a tactical timeout in response, not particularly pleased with how things have played out thus far. We can now see a definitive lead in this map. And the entry battle, it continues to be defining, as is typically the case on border. It's 4 out of 4 conversions, 3 of those in favor of 1 of 30, and they've been working really hard. Their due diligence on attack entry.
Like 4-3 or 69 more. I'm like 50-50, bro. Sometimes I like 69, sometimes I like 4-3. But I like playing 4-3 more though. It's more fun to play.
It's been really cool to watch. And so 100 Thieves need to tidy that up and make it more challenging to enter the map.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is border. Attacks will typically be, at the best of times, quite strong and successful. I don't think 100 Thieves will be sweating just yet. But just yet is is the wording, because it can get ugly really quickly if you don't rectify some of the issues. And this is an issue right now. Stopping Mike W with these entries. He's just kind of doing what he likes. Just a single round where it hasn't worked, and funnily enough, that was actually a round in which 100 Thieves won. So that, they actually stopped his entry in that second round, and from there went on and won pretty comfortably. And in all the other 3 rounds, he's just been so dominant. 2 out of 3 opening kills for 1 of 30. Packer getting 1 in the 3rd round. He's 7-1, 2-1 on the entry, 183 EPS. He's been the standout for 1 of 30. 2 rounds to go in the half. We'll see if 100 Thieves can bounce back.
So it's the Kali in play for Mike W. He's had enough with the DMRs. He's going to jump onto the sniper.
Mike W 7-1.
It's indicative of some kind of set play formulated here by 1 of 30. I mean,
look, he's like leaned back in his chair.
Potentially for utility, is it to be able to fortify longer lines of sight? Probably a combination of both. Maybe indicating something a little bit more archive side, but Kit's on the opposing side of the map currently. I'm quite excited to see what kind of attack they're going to look to formulate here, and then how the 100 Thieves try try and formulate a response. It's Gomez initially over towards break room, favoring this position once again. SMG up close, tricky to clear. As the Roteros get sent out. Rubino, drone work elsewhere from the likes of Stylo and Mike W. So very drone heavy again here from the attack. Trying their best to gain information, but that even is being stalled out by the mute of Yoga.
And again, I've spoken about this.
They could just buck below that kid.
Work from 1 of 30 has been really successful for them in this first half. It's though going to be the test now against Gomez, if they're very much aware of his position.
They thought he would look at the ace, Lou, right?
It's a bit better. Good trades. They brought numbers to the battle.
They thought the guy would look at the ace.
Trade came early into the round. Silo makes it a third straight now for 1 of 30, and they take the numbers advantage.
You need Adam to get a kill here, Lou. Dead.
Adam still has one, but he goes down in archives.
Bro,
it's a 3v1.
Bro, you're a joke.
If you just walk through the front door and taken the firefight.
They thought the mute would look at the ace to shoot it instead of.
Can't do anything about it. That play will be successful and
Fuck
can't even
no.
cross top
He's not
main
clutching
stairs.
it. They're just gonna play post plant.
I think he is.
Like they know exactly where he's going.
All right, put $10 on it.
Which is over towards office.
You want to?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh, great tap though
Lock.
onto Packer.
All right, lock.
That should force Silo into action. He makes his way up main stairs now to try and shoot Yoga in the back, which may just happen at any moment. Gets on the kit. That will be noise heard from Mike.
All right,
It's gonna
$10.
force Silo to shoot him in the back, in the head. 4-1.
Where's my 10?
I got you.
Wow.
I got your entry one day.
1 of 30.
Why do you think he would clutch a
Really
1v3
starting to
post
make a
plant?
statement here on border. Good trade out over towards break. But another key moment that we didn't catch on camera necessarily, but we saw it on the kill feed. It was once again Mike W. He got value from the Kali from that long outside position over towards Archives. That was a particular position that was near impossible to trade.
Hold on, Hunky's getting shitted on by fucking
okay for the most part.
1 of 30?
But just prior to that,
Yeah.
or just during that particular fight, Mike W. right there was able to find that
Bro,
kill, so
Adam,
catch there from
bro.
the obs. That rotation over towards top.
You need Adam to get
There's no
10.
point in which that's getting traded. It then gave them a
So you just need you just need this game to go OT.
Again,
they don't
by
win
the
this
Kali
round,
who could sit
yeah.
outside.
Yeah, if it goes 5-1, it's looking
Would be in a
GG's.
position to help in terms
Well,
of
what's the leg, Lou? Which one?
Denial.
I need
So
that.
big shout out to the Kali pick there. Worked out really well.
How do you
And then the
always
drone
have,
work,
like,
flood work
yo.
over towards break was clean as well. 1 of 30.
Yo.
Their
They're
game
stealing
plan at the
our
moment,
strat, bro.
it's
They
looking
keep-
really, really clean.
they keep
100 Thieves
bunkering.
need to step it up and find a way to shut this down.
Oh, they're
Get
resting
info,
side.
play off each other, get into
Yeah.
tradable positions, and
It's the
flood.
basics, and
Actually,
it's
never
working,
mind.
and it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fundamentals have been really good. I think this is certainly a game where it's not so much like 100 Thieves doing a whole lot wrong. 1 of 30.
Oh my God.
Like he's leaning
really,
back.
really well.
1
Adam,
HP.
bro, what are you-
And Spirit
How is Adam
over towards
50?
Tellers is almost dead.
He wallbanged both of them?
MVP so far.
Adam's in waiting.
The mental warfare has come out as well.
Gomez though gets the opening kill. 4-2-1/2 wouldn't be awful really for 100 Thieves, as they would then get to go on the attack themselves in the second half. On map like border, typically can be the stronger side.
What are they about to do, bro?
It's Packer to send it forward then on the blitz. Of course, post-nerf requiring the sledge to help
Come on, Adam, let's do a
facilitate
kill
that
right here,
quick
Adam.
entry, but it is being denied nicely. 100 Thieves come alive for in the final round of the half to potentially set themselves up.
Is Packer their shield man,
respectable
too?
scoreline, a defendable
Oh,
scoreline.
no,
he downed him.
Into the second half, the aggression continues, and the
Yeah.
attack continues to fall.
You didn't get one more here.
2v4, plenty of
Get
time,
nitro
but
someone.
not a lot of bodies now that can be thrown at this defense.
Adam very fortunate he got the down onto Wolfsburg because that air jab left him.
I mean, it's their 2 best players. They could clutch
100
this.
Thieves have done better though. That's a really good instance where they're
Ryan,
taking
it's 2
fights
C4s, Ryan. This is
where the
GG.
I know.
traceability's not there for 1 of 30. 100 Thieves are being more proactive on the defense. They're pushing, taking these 1v1s, winning it. And then 1 of 30 can't get that flood game going and that trade game going because they're not the ones initiating the contact.
That's Adam.
Still over a minute remaining in the round. Mike W has only died the one time. It's become
Not gonna lie, they should have had the blitz ADS while he sledged.
maintain that, and if he does, it might
Adam,
be
use your nitro, bro. You
because
got
1
it
of
for a
30 can
reason.
somehow bring this back, but it's going to be difficult.
Lobbing
There's
it.
still a nitro for Adam available.
He's sitting in that corner right there.
Got to find this. You got to find a pick really in the next 20 seconds. Got to get lucky
They're gonna
from
flood him.
above, and that's what Mike's trying to do.
Oh my god.
Bro,
That's
what are
actually
you
going to
doing?
go bottom of main stairs with the pistol. 40 seconds, 2v3.
100 Thieves still have a decent amount of information they can potentially play over the belt. Still
he's all first,
archives
GGs.
waiting, both being monitored. Packer under pressure.
Oh my
30
god.
second time now becoming a big concern, and that pick up above for Mike could have been big, but it does not land, compromising the final push.
And they're getting flanked. Does he know?
Yeah, probably needed
They're
that
gonna
one.
smoke the
Now you're
hallway
down a
off and
player,
then jump
can't just
inside window,
flood,
probably.
trade over towards
He's
site.
definitely GG's now, I can't lie.
Packer does have the kit, but running low on time in the last 10
smoked it.
seconds of this round. And Gomez will shut down the blitz. Mike does get another one. He goes
Bro,
to
Mike is going
double-digit
crazy,
kills.
bro.
But the time will run out. It will expire. 100 Thieves will get their second round to close the half.
Yeah, 4-2 half.
Maybe if he had the bomb, that might have been winnable, but Packer didn't wait for the smoke to go off. He's a dumbass.
That half, but they were able to make good there in the 6th.
4-2 split, not bad, chat.
Well, we go into roll swap.
I gotta take a piss.
Halftime break. Let's see what the desk has to say.
Thanks, guys. A good start for 1 of 30, Lax. We said they needed to show up here and tell us that they could take down a team like 100 Thieves on the attack. 1 of 30 made it work.
Yeah, they absolutely did. And I said this, starting on their attacking app, I wanted to see adaptation. I wanted to clearly see a sense of direction, a sense of urgency being changed from one round to the next, or even into the mid to late round. And that's exactly what we saw, even from round 2, where they end up losing the round. Me and Fox were talking about it. A shield would have made that attack so much easier. They ended up losing a lot of bodies due to the fact that they just couldn't enter the building. What was the problem solved? What was the solution? Immediately the next round, they bring a shield. They use that Blackbeard from Bino. They get into the site, they get into the map, they force players, they course players into line of sight, and they would just slowly collapse and constrict that defensive half that 100 Thieves was trying to go for. Overall, they've been very strong on their attacking half, and Mike W has been playing exceptionally well.
Yeah, I mean, Mike W has been getting the trade almost every single time. I think that's been the name of the game when it comes to 1 of 30. Yes, very creative operators. I mean, we saw Mike W on the Cali. I didn't think we would see a Cali on
Cali's
border. But that being said, not only are the operators very creative, they're constantly adapting, but Mike W is always there for the trade. And some of those rounds were make or break, where he's consistently just out trading his teammates that are dying, and it puts 1 of 30 in winnable situations. And if we talk about trades, I think we have to mention that 100 Thieves is doing very bad on the trades. Every single one of their defenses, it's 1v1 after 1v1, even when they're all grouped up in CCTV. And we were talking about Alex, sometimes 1 of 30 is just walking through the break door and Yogg is in the CCTV by the windows and not helping. Situations
simply
shouldn't happen. And I think that's the biggest thing going into attack that 100 Thieves needs to make sure. Worst comes to worst, just trade each other. This basics. I'm holding 100 Thieves right now in the same realm as I talk about Outlast.
Well, 1 of 30 have shown us that they have that adaptability, right? They're changing it up on the attack. Now for 100 Thieves, we're going to have to see the same thing. Back to you guys.
Well, we head into the second half in this best of 1 matchup. It's tense now for 100 Thieves. We spoke about it pre-match, guys, in terms of the storylines developing for both of these 2 teams so far through NAL kickoff. Must win this match for both. 1 of 30, 3 rounds away. 100 Thieves going to the attack. Now we'll see if they can bring the same firepower that we saw of 1 of 30 in the first half. They're going to need to. Otherwise, you're staring down the bottom of the barrel, being in the last place position, which will get you grouped and not even a chance at playoffs.
So the bands come through then. It's Glaz, Blackbeard, Azami, and Goyo. And the question now posed, how heavy into shields does Spirits wish to lean into for the second half? With both the Blitz and the Monty up and available. And on a map like Border, those shields can really get to work. They can be quite useful in gaining the initial control, contesting the likes of Top East or Break. At least at first glance, it didn't seem like that was going to be the selection of choice here, though, for the opening attack. We'll see, though, if that ends up being changed. But we've got to see the trade game specifically for 100 Thieves to step up here into the second half. It's been a big strength for 1 of 30. And if they can continue that,
let's go! Try right out this game. Right after this game.
Does look pretty rocky.
Lolo, Adam needs 6 more.
Opportunity if they're able to refine things to get
guess, bro, he's
to
good
this
for
map and look very competitive.
Oh, who just lagged out?
Podcast the other day, actually, we were talking about 100 Thieves, and we didn't have the.
Oh my God, he's close on the window.
Major qualifying.
Who is that? Who is that?
There's just quite a few.
It's Adam on attack.
Packer.
But I certainly wouldn't.
Nice, Adam.
Adam. Oh, shot through the barricade, headshot onto Packer, onto the.
Chad, let's cheer on loose parlay, bro.
Great start
He
to the
probably heard
half
him
for
punch that
100 Thieves, looking to get out of that last place.
Why would he sit right in front of the window, though? Who does that?
Yeah, certainly heading
He's
into
getting ready
kickoff,
to
probably
jump
not quite in that top 4, but 100 Thieves, if they can link it at the right time and find form at the right moment, provided they make the playoff bracket.
Yeah, if they don't win this round, it might be GG's.
To crack into that top 4 is, just as you mentioned, and kind of alluding to, very, very competitive.
He's tubing yourself. Stop,
quite seen them
Grim.
at their best.
I think it might stop it before the Grim goes off.
Very early days for this project.
That makes sense.
2 minutes to go then in round number
He knows
7.
he's running away.
Good information on the exterior from Mike W. The Yokai drones to facilitate
Yeah,
that,
that's
but the
good.
dock could be 2 disrupt. In the meantime, Pamba finds 1. And now 1 of 30 need to try and get active, but as they try to do that,
Oh, no,
they
where
fall
Adam
off
is,
by
bro.
1. And it may well be a flawless start for 100 Thieves. In fact,
Wow.
it is, and that's quite a
They just suck,
statement
bro.
in the second half.
I don't even know what happened.
On
but
Armory
they just suck,
Archives as well, attacking half to get flawless. A wonderful start to the half for 100 Thieves. They had the 2-minute break, just being able to collect their thoughts. And figure
That's
things
how,
out.
Chad. That's usually how border is, bro. That shit's a flood on
That
attack.
is the response so desperately needed after being down 4-1.
When you attack it like that, that shit is a
On the
flood.
string together 2 rounds in a row. Closed out the first half, Bathroom Towers, and then attacking into Armory Archives flawlessly. And now it's only 4-3. Now it's game on. Now it gets really tense for both of these two teams. Packer a little bit unfortunate, but it's the risk you run when sitting right at the window. Attackers at times will look to just kind of shoot through it, and you can cop a straight bullet.
So into the 8th round, and it's Workshop, the objective of choice for 1 of 30. In a similar vein to their opponents, they'll elect to bring the Solace Packer this time around to fulfill that role. Trying to cut down information through the early to mid round, and then
Bro,
position
Adam's
dependent
DMR is OP,
can maybe
bro.
look to disrupt plant from
I
above,
ain't gonna
or
lie, that line
relay
ain't
that
got it.
information to any other.
That shit like does not hit as hard as it does on console for some reason. I swear.
On the side of the attack, we do
Bro,
now
I'm
see
spraying that motherfucker
the
on
shield
PC.
play activated from Spirits. He'll jump on.
It's because that shit has that gun in a Rooney guns on PC has no recoil.
Ultimately need a shield
I-
at all
I'm
to help
asked if
facilitate
Rooney
the
gun
entry
on
last
PC,
time
like,
out, but
after
that was a
just
little bit
grabbing
more of a
Like, I don't even know. Like,
off-matter
that
opportunity.
Oh,
I
shit, here
suppose,
comes the lineup.
An extraneous circumstance, so with a more standard defense lineup here.
Are they trying to hit
In terms of
sight?
position, we'll see
they are.
if they can try and leverage that blitz.
Where's Adam at?
That entry.
Right there.
A big
even
change
know.
up when it comes to the
Yeah.
lineup. for
Adam's either about to get a kill or get
the
smoked.
opening round.
Yeah.
They look a little bit.
Oh, they're about to flood.
with this
Yeah, they're about to.
lineup. Now, obviously, Packer and the Solace is going to need to stay alive.
They're about
He'll
to
be
run at
important.
Bino. They know it's Bino.
Trying to help locate
They're
that
like,
kid.
Bino, run over.
I like Volspro on the Thorn.
Look at
Like W as well on the Warden can help deny some of the quicker entries.
Oh, they're running to
towards
Armory.
this
They're
top
running to
four.
Armory.
Right, went out from Bino.
Oh my
Doesn't
god,
connect.
it worked
There is
too.
Mike W. Got the kill on
Oh my god, it worked.
Trade does come through
Wow,
swiftly.
Adam didn't get one.
Bringing the heat on border to kickstart.
Wow, that's a perfect attack again.
Onslaught. Wonderful clear
Bottom
of the
metal,
top
bro.
floor. Spirit knows
Adam.
exactly where Packer is. Good use of the
Adam's
impact
90.
to just dislodge Spirits.
He's
Finish
right
him
above
off
him.
with the SMG, but now in the 1v3, bottom main stairs.
Adam's
They know
nice.
exactly where Packer is. Here comes Adam from above.
Bro, look, tell me if I'm wrong, but like
Three straight for
when
100 Thieves.
like it goes silent for 20 to 30 seconds and they have a blitz, you should know they're picking a window and jumping in it.
No,
I'm liking what we've seen so
100%.
Like, you should be
far.
ready for
The
that.
intensity
that-
of their
bro-
attacks has been
bro, as soon as
really
you saw that
quite
sense,
astounding. When
I
they
feel like you should've called
work
that.
really hard, then they
Like,
grind away and find that
yeah,
opening
one
kill. They
touch
snap
that.
immediately into action. They're
Like, he had to
leveraging that
save his
blitz really
nitro. He could've
nicely.
nitroed the
They're then
blitz, but he
pushing
nitroed the-
the defense
should've just
into
put it on the armored
preoccupied
door.
positions.
Now if they have a Goyo on that not the window, but like the floor, stop them from running in.
Enough utility.
There's a couple
they're
things they
not
could've
overly
did.
reliant on it, but again, it's
I mean, or just
dislodging
call
this
it
defense
out.
really nicely, and you culminate all of that
And he's
together.
getting like fucked by that.
I wish we had some kind of way to measure it, like a pressure gauge.
Oh yeah, if it's a tube right there, you could stop the sense from like. There's a couple things. There's a lot of things that could work.
Close to 100 at the moment in these first couple of rounds. They're not giving any
Right,
breathing room at all to the defense, not allowing any repositions.
Can you shoot senses?
Nah.
It's been really quite clean to watch so far. And so now with the 4-4 scoreline, it's just about maintaining that, being able to ride that momentum. And
Chat, I swear to God, Goyo works against pros because a lot of times pros just pick a window and rush it. I swear to God.
Yeah.
So back to Armory Archives, and again, it seems like the good news for 1 of 30 is they're pretty much aware of.
All right, now they don't have a blitz, so they're gonna actually have to clear.
100 Thieves are playing pretty quick. They're flooding. Their aggression is through the roof, like, and they're just committing. Like, or whatever happens, if 1 or 2 players go down for 100 Thieves, doesn't matter. They'll push forward. So they bring Silo on the Allah, the Griswold Mines, to just, you know, add in with the Thorn and the Malusi Banshees. Like, you've got so much more trap utility that's been brought in this round, and it's in response to how 100 Thieves have been playing.
yeah, absolutely. I was going to note it if you didn't. It's all about trying to slow down this attack.
Look how much util is on that window. Holy shit.
Kind of tempo building throughout the round, even if 100 Thieves were to get a pick or get some ground, then being able to stall them out and not allowing them to snowball and roll forward as quickly through these rounds and find as much map position as they have across the last couple of occasions. We'll see if they're able to lean into that utility, how effective it may be, and what 100 Thieves now do in response. Early Nitro from Mike W, that doesn't quite land at the mark inside of Archives currently. Already, they're doing a little better in withstanding this pressure. That being said, 100 Thieves.
Lou, you can rappel down on the skylight right there, right?
Activating the Twitch. Posturing maybe for Archives could suggest that we see something a little
Lou,
more
right?
direct as opposed to the map clears that 1 of 30 have now become accustomed to.
You talk about catwalk?
Yeah, you can rappel down there.
Yeah.
I've never done that before.
For 1 of 30, that's a win for them. These rounds have been
I'm gonna go lay down till
at this
rage
point.
game, bro. Hopefully I don't post.
W did take some damage. Volsberg wants to get aggressive, times it nicely, runs right into Gomez. Gomez was not expecting that swing.
They should lose this round. Not gonna lie, they should bring the blitz every round.
Logic Bomb activated from Spirits, and he makes his way up main stairs. But the nuisance.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Playing a factor, but yet gets up anyway and shoots Mike W in the back. Spirits is taking control towards lockers. Does not matter though. 3 of his teammates fall at the same time as 1 of 30 should now make this time to 4.
To me?
Wow.
Anybody.
Alright, bet.
Big blow landed then from 1 of 30.
Wait, 3 people, 1
Spirits left
HP?
with-
Yeah, but Young, obviously if you were to rappel down that, you would have someone on the window, flash the guy on the balcony, then rappel down. You know, you gotta time shit like that, you know?
He tries to be patient. He tries to wait for the push. The 1 by 1,
Just
but it's
shooting
not
at the
coming
same
his
thing,
way.
shooting at nothing.
There's a guy behind the bomb.
30 staring down the barrel now of returning to a lead position. It will also mean that neither team's been able to net 4 rounds in a row.
You got that kill?
10 seconds on the clock. Spirits knows it's round over.
Good discipline. Really good discipline. I mean, you're not really going to lose that 4v1. Spirits is so low on health. I understand that. But just the discipline of just saying, hey, yeah, we got this round wrapped up, but we all don't have to run around and do silly things. Hold our positions.
Renna, depends who it's by, Renna.
And just close it out.
If it's not Drake.
So, the run of 100 Thieves comes to an end at 3 rounds straight. 30 bounce back, and again, it's on that adaptation where they're figuring things out as the rounds play out. What's the issue? 100 Thieves are just able to rush into us with bring trap utility, and it works. You even just saw the push up main stairs for Spirits, and he was successful actually in still getting up, getting in.
Chill, Renna, chill, mud.
But it's delayed. It's
I'm gonna have to un-VIP you,
It's not
Renna.
as easy, and certainly others having issue too, and that gives 1 of 30 a better chance to find kills. None more important than this though from Volsberg. He gets aggressive on the defense, swings out a break.
Bro, I feel like someone always swings out of that door on defense.
Shot out, he has to deal with utility, even though he's still got.
Especially pro players, that's all Gavini was doing.
He's not able to go and get.
Like, if you just hold that door, you'll get a free
He
kill.
was then wounded heavily.
Don't go nomad, don't go anything, bait the door, they'll swing out that shit.
On the defense, they take out the primary site of Armory Archives. And we go towards Vent Workshop for the 10th round.
So that breaks the momentum of 100 Thieves now. once again put in a position of pressure.
Yo, why does Oxy always capitalize on me whiffing mags?
On this workshop side, Solid Snake selected from 100 Thieves. It's a little bit of an unorthodox composition here from the attack. We once again see Kali in play. The boys on the desk during the roll swap timeout. A little surprised that we saw Kali on one occasion from 1 of 30. Well, we'll see it for a second time. This time in the hands of 100 Thieves. It's Spirits trading out his typical shield play for the sniper in hand, trying to establish some long angle dominance. Could actually quite a useful tool for clearing this pillar position of bullet security. Will need some accompanying pressure to dislodge Silo. But Spirits will be able to win this fight.
Fuck you, Oxy, little
He
bitch.
is in the favored position with that.
Hey, Oxy, 700K views on the last one, and it's a minute long.
Utility as well.
Yeah, Kali is not exactly a staple pick by any means, but it certainly has been used on this map many times before, and for these kind of positions.
How are you so handsome? I'm not, bro. Well, I pay to win, bro. Tattoos, veneers. I work out a little bit. I started working out again.
Kali can be very useful in just sort of holding the angle. It can cut off a lot of angles towards the window positions from balcony. It certainly has uses on board.
Bro, but teeth are so RNG, like Heist RNG, teeth, genetics, that's just RNG.
Where the Kali could be useful as Gomez, in the meantime, pushes forward, break pressure.
Shot, Volsper.
But Volsper again, early round, good up close.
Come on, Adam, you need to get some kills here, Adam.
Off the board, in the grave, 5v4 in favor of the defense.
Oh, Adam, Lou.
Spirits in that position towards 90 though on the Kali, that's questionable. A trade elsewhere, though, as Adam is able to even up the numbers. They deal with
wow.
Fountain, lovely drop shot from
You just gotta kill. You just gotta kill.
So completely outplays the Solid Snake.
You need them to win this round and get a kill.
Desperate times now for 100.
But it's a 3v4, Lou.
Swinging towards main. The timing, though, is not caught by Gomez.
They know one's in the back.
A second here or there, and maybe finds that kill from top main.
They know he's in the back, and no nades.
Yellow ping intel. They want to go.
Yeah, Dad. He didn't get the kill though. Oh my God, that's a free kill. Another hatch.
Towards Armory, 3v3, under a minute remaining.
Oh, I love this position from Bino, just aggressive here against the drop. Will win this fight if it goes unchecked.
Ready to give the stinker? Not really, bro. I'm not gonna lie, the new C9 is not bad. They got potential.
Drone late here from
I think Sinner's a good player.
So this will take time to garner. This is a calculated risk from 100 Thieves to get good late round information, and it's disrupted.
Oh my God,
it gets a little
right
bit,
there. He's gonna drop right there.
Oh my God.
And
And he still died?
Oh, you got early.
Adam has to get a kill here and win the round.
One of the more crucial rounds playing out here in the 10th. 15 seconds.
He's got it here, right?
Oh, it's a shotgun though.
30. We'll have 2 match points as Adam will go for the plate inside a server. Gomez caught in the flank from Silo. Packer up close. Well, the nail is in the coffin. The question is, can 1 of 30 hammer it shut?
Whoa, that was a massive round. There were so many close moments for both teams there. But 1 of 30 just with a little more polish, a little more refinement, and able to win out that round.
If you're doing pro any game but Siege, what would it be? I mean, I could just say, whatever shooting game makes the most money.
On the plant position with some good
like pro league team wise.
Good teamwork.
What shooting game probably makes the most money? Valorant or CS:GO? CS:GO, right?
Tug of war between these two so far.
I think it's CS:GO, yeah.
Package. Spirits, the push down 90, high risk, and unfortunately 100 Thieves, it was low reward. A 3 versus 3, still a winnable position with Yoga getting a little fortunate, but the trade work, it's been a big storyline of this map so far. The trade ability from 1 of 30 has been quite good. Serves them well there. Now with match point and a couple of opportunities to close this one out in regulation. And if 100 Thieves fall and walk away with no points, as we do see a DC, it makes that path forward to the kickoff playoff bracket very, very tough.
Well, that's going to give us a little bit more time.
Oh my God, of course.
Heading into 2 match point opportunities.
Of course.
Yeah, and I was just looking at some of the statistics. Yeah, a 6-4 lead It's only 2 rounds, but it's deserved. You look at the opening kills, it's 6-4 in favor of 1 of 30, so they've won that department. In terms of multi-kills...
I just want to watch Raid Waterman, bro. He plays next. Shatter.
3K, that's it. For a map like Border, actually, the multi-kill category is quite empty. Typically, you can see individuals get, 3 or 4 kills in rounds often enough. Only the one flawless round, which was midway through that 3-round win streak for 100 Thieves. And then you kind of look at plants, and this is actually the most one-sided statistic. 3 plants in the first half for 1 of 30, and they won those 3 rounds as well. 0 for 100 Thieves.
Chat TikTok error.
4 attempts. Now they have won 2 attacking rounds, so it's not the end of the world, but that is quite a stark difference, and in favor of 1 of 30. With 2 opportunities to close out, they're definitely looking like the more likely of the 2 to win this map. But 100 Thieves have shown their ability to string rounds together quickly. When they were 4-1 down, they won 3 in a row. With 6-4 down, can you win 2 in a row? Certainly doable.
Yeah, this kind of position they now find themselves in, disrupted a little bit by the technical pause, it is going to test their ability to close out. A very winnable position. They haven't been able to do that so far.
Wait, Jynxzi got locked up again?
Back in play day 1 was very, very close.
Jynxzi got locked up again?
M80, they were never in a position to win. It was a 7-3 loss. So they'll be looking to try and flip their fortune from that first play day.
What do you get? What do you get locked up for this time?
Get the job done. Unfortunately, that was actually on Clubhouse, and in overtime they were unable to obtain the defensive round required, funnily enough. So let's see if they can do it here on Border in not quite a commanding position. I think it would be very unfair to frame it in that.
He tried to kidnap Gucci Mane?
I think it certainly can be described as strong. That they are playing like the better.
Well, they've been the better team. Yeah, that's the thing. They've been the better team, and that's where the concern is for 100 Thieves. Sometimes you can actually lose a game where you think, oh, we've done a lot right. And to be fair, there has been a lot done right by 100 Thieves. You think about the last 2 rounds as a good example. It's because 100 Thieves won 3 in a row, and the way they certainly started the
why the fuck did he try to rob Gucci Mane, bro?
That caused 1 of 30 to change up the way that
he's rich
play in terms of operator lineup, bringing more trap utility. That's off the back of what 100 Thieves was doing.
No, I haven't been on the internet today that much.
In the usual sense where you
got locked up today or yesterday?
7-1 or 7-2 results because one team's just so much better. It's kind of been a little bit back and forth. At the end of the day, 1 of 30 started hot. That forced 100 Thieves to change things
30
up.
passed me to Dre.
And that forced 1 of 30 to change things up. That's worked. And so we're kind of now into what will be the final stage of this, which is seeing whether or not we can see 100 Thieves change it up once again. It seems like this tech pause is
what the fuck,
taking a little bit longer than we had anticipated.
Well, at least we got FBO.
It's never a good sign when we see players get off the chairs. We'll take a very short break here for NAL kickoff. Big game, don't go too far. 6-4 lead for 1 of 30.
Bro, oh my god.
I'm not that tired, bro. I just want to watch Raid Bullies play, bro. Dun 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 dun. Nobody's buying that chair, Jay. What?
His cousin Scar died. Scar was signed to Gucci Mane. According to Jynxzi, how they did Scar when he died wasn't who played next to Gucci and got him to the studio. And when they got him to the studio, they robbed Gucci. They had him at gunpoint. Big 30 took the gun and pointed it at Gucci. He did that's a fact right in the gun. Right in a line of Donnie. 1, 2, 3, 4. They just listening. I hate so much. I'm tired. I need right there. I swear I have the nicest apartment gym in the world.
He's a dumbass. Oh god. He's a dumbass. Look out for the season. What happened?
He hurt his hamstring.
Nice.
They said he's out for the regular season, remainder. They don't know further than that, though.
Out to the top, I'm dripping the hot sauce. Bro, is he like? How do you think you're gonna get away with that, bro? Like, you're robbing a famous rapper in front of cameras. Yeah, he's good. He's good. That's jail for life.
Well, we return right where we left off. 6-4 lead for 1 of 30 against 100 Thieves. Two teams that have not found a win so far for NAL kickoff. 1 of 30 now on the verge of finding their first win, and that would cement 100 Thieves at the bottom of the group, heading to what would then be their last game against M80.
That would not be a comfortable position.
I'm gonna start doing that.
And even if they go on to potentially push OT, and
this guy said
two will compromise.
The Uber was $100. He asked the driver how much they were paying. He said 35. He said, I canceled the ride. Here goes 50 cash.
But it would still be a salvage effort. But they have to do it. Yeah, absolutely. It's the lesser of two evils, really, at this point for 100 Thieves. They've come against some stiff competition, though, this afternoon. I think it can be said that, I'm sure they haven't had the greatest game of Siege.
Because they rehosted, Choi.
I think it would be very fair to frame
they rehosted.
So far, 1 of 30 playing some really good ball.
He needs 3 and they gotta win.
To watch, I think that, you know, some of the early entry play from Mike W was great. Some of the team play that we've seen develop over the course of the last couple of rounds.
He just sits on lion.
Ability to break the 3-round streak that we saw as well from 100 Thieves when it felt like they were maybe building towards a map win as well. Was really impressive. So for 100 Thieves, it's a culmination of a lot of things not quite going their way, but of course they themselves will probably be the first to put the hand up and say they haven't played to the best of their ability either. But still an opportunity here to push this game to overtime. They put spirits on the Monty, tried to find some comfortability.
Oh my
Let's
god.
see if they can combine and make it work.
Mike W.
Mike W will find yet another opening kill. This guy has been absolutely on fire.
Yeah, he's been the difference. He's been a big factor for 1 of 30 that 100 Thieves haven't had something similar. Yeah. Round's not done, long way to go. But without Gomez, without that dot, could be less information acquired for 100 Thieves in terms of the logic bombs. I mean, 13 and 6 now for Mike W. More importantly, 4-1 on the entry.
If you repel right there, can you? No, you can't repel right there.
Volspa trying with the Nitrocell to dislodge Spirits.
They know he's right
just
there.
falls short of the mark and leave Spirits fully intact. 1 of 2 Nitros used now for 1 of 30. Leaves the other with Bino. Naka with his final gas bait. 90 seconds left. No more gas babes left for Packer.
Moser the format, I think Moser.
Good here, patient, discipline, not exposing himself to pass forward. And so
Oh my God, I got one left.
Nice,
for 100 Thieves to get here, but a fight elsewhere will go their way. Finally, something goes their way. Minute 20 on the clock.
You need him to walk down, gang this
now
shit.
Potentially in a position to start contesting this control up above. Flush out those on the second floor. Packer maybe looking to respond. That's an eager push through waiting. Maybe in combination with Bino, but it doesn't quite connect, and the drone will force them out.
And forgot to mention this, but Gomez was the only one with digit kills for 100 Thieves. Packer has just sat still beautifully. Good pop-up.
Mike should get this kill. What? Adam. Or Adam, I mean.
But Spirits does a tremendous job to then win the 1v1 against Packer and brings it back to a even 3 versus 3 into the final 45 seconds in a do-or-die round for 100 Thieves.
It's still a 2-1 split here from the defense. Bino's side, the other two still up above in a position to rotate late, trying to catch off this attack of 100 Thieves. So the clear is not complete, and there's only 30 seconds on the clock for 100 Thieves.
Adam should get this kill.
This side.
Yep.
Nice, oh my God.
Volsper shot in the back though by
One more.
having a very good round.
One more kill.
Advantage. Don't have a lot of time to work with, but you do still have Spirits up on this Monty. So a chance to get the flank down is still there. As you mentioned, the Nitrocell available for Bino, but he opts to push into bathroom. He hears the plant going down. Nitro's thrown out, but way too late. Got shot out. That plant will be successful. And even though Spirits isn't able to get up and play that shield in the post plant, it is still at least a post plant.
Lou.
30 seconds. Oh, Silo hits the shot.
Oh, no.
Lou, he just sold.
He's not gonna make it in time.
Lou, he just sold so hard. He just sold so hard. Oh my God, he just sold. He's un-ADSing, swinging the hatch.
And 100 Thieves are now sitting at the bottom of Group A with 1 match left.
They're not even defusing yet, by the way.
It's not been a fun time for the new organization in their debut season. Kickoff is brutal. It is very difficult.
If he's ADS, he kills that guy.
That 100 Thieves have any chance of making the major. We go to the break here. We go to the highlights. Big win for 1 of 30.
Great plays right now, Oxy.